Water.
Earth.
Fire.
Air.
For the longest time, the four nations have lived together in harmony. Under the wise leadership of Avatar Roku, the world has experienced an era of peace and prosperity. But with the recent death of Avatar Roku and the arrival of a strange comet in the sky, members of all nations feel the winds and tides of change. With the search for the new Avatar only just beginning, the world seems poised on the brink of conflict. But without the Avatar, who will save the world?
My name is Bree, also known as PrettiPixel, and I am playing Shurva, a warrior from the Fire Nation.
I play Mako, a firebender from the Fire Nation.
Hello, I'm Ali, and I'm playing Oki, a waterbender from the Northern Water Tribe.
I'm Brandon, and I'm Rung-Bolo, an earthbender from the Earth Nation.
Hey, I'm Dave, and my character is Al, the airbender from the Air Nomads.
And I'm Owen, the dungeon master of this ragtag group of members of all four nations. Hello! hello everybody. Welcome to the Lost Archives. Hello! Oh my goodness. And we've had a raid right as we're starting. What are the chances? Hey guys, have you come across from, oh my god, you have. You've come across from Metonia. Metonia, yeah. I was just watching you guys before. Thank you for joining us. I love your campaign. I love your artwork. I love everything about you guys. Welcome. Has everyone given a wave? I wasn't looking at the videos. I hope you all waved.
Yeah, definitely everyone has waved.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
definitely.
I was joking.
We're trained.
I was joking, but you are, yeah.
I've loved dog. Yeah, hello everyone. We just start waving.
It's Pavlovian response now. Hello, welcome to the Lost Archives. We're playing Avatar Legends tonight. Thank you for those of you who joined us last night for our D&D stream. The Tyranny of Dragons was an awesome session. It ended up being a massive improv session because once again the party derailed the campaign extensively. We ended last session with them at a winery owned by a large blue dragon. Large green dragon, and discussing various different types of alcohol that they would like him to specifically brew for them and what they're going to buy. So bit of a derail from what they're actually supposed to be doing, which is investigating the cult of the dragon, an evil force hell-bent on destroying the world. But hey, that's what we're here for. It's the Lost Archives way, right? Wouldn't be called the Lost Archives if we don't get lost every so often. But tonight we're playing...
Quire Tavern.
Exactly, that's it. Tonight we're playing Avatar Legends. I don't have any other news for everybody apart from thanking everybody for joining us for D&D last night. Anyone got any fun news or updates? No?
Sister got married last week. That was good
Congratulations.
fun.
Hey.
It was very cool.
Very nice.
Good bloke. MC'd the wedding. The speakers blew out 3 times behind me as I was introducing the party.
So
you also
you're...
didn't mix everyone up.
Everything went great.
Great. So you're going to not do that to us tonight, right? Like as we're partway through the stream, knock out all sound?
No, not at all. The thing that made it happen last time was I had a DJ that looked like Danny DeVito who wore a monkey mask. But apart from that, no, I don't have him around, so we're good.
Was he paid to be there, or did he just turn up?
No, he was the DJ. His
Okay.
name was Jungle Jim.
Jungle
wow.
Jim.
Wow.
The most
Not
North
just a Jungle
Queensland
Jim in a
DJ
long
name
time.
I've ever heard. Oh my god. What was his voice? Can I have a guess at what his voice was?
Oh god, I don't
Just
even
think
remember. I just
DeVito.
kept going. Yeah, just.
All right, we're gonna do some music. Let's get dancing on the dance
floor.
floor. Yeah,
Like that?
I'm the trash man.
Oh my god, that was good. Amazing. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. So I'm really derailed now for the thing. I better do a recap so everybody knows why we're here and what we're doing. Because we weren't here last week, unfortunately. We had a few people sick last week, so we did miss our session last week. So it's been 2 weeks since we played last. I'll do a recap, get everybody up to speed. Our story has been following Shurva and Mako of the Fire Nation, Rung of the Earth Kingdom, Oki of the Water Tribe, and Aal of the Air Nomads. The children of important ambassadors of each of the 4 nations, they have been attending a historic summit at the Beifong estate. With the recent death of Avatar Roku and the arrival of a strange comet in the sky, omens of war and conflict seem numerous. The team have just arrived in the Northern Water Tribe, and Oki's training to understand and appease the spirits has just begun. With the older seer, Tarnuk, currently training the new male seer, Aquila, our guest Archie, who's joining us again tonight, Oki and Aquila are now learning together. The first lesson, however, met some issues with a dark spirit attacking the two while they were starting to practice. Despite Oki and Aquila's efforts to calm the spirits, Mako decided to attack, forcing Shurva to as well in defense of Mako. We left off last session as the spirit fades into nothingness before the group, as a horrified Tarnuk asks why they attacked. Literally, everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. You can't make this shit up. So... we are jumping straight back in. You're all in the practice grounds, having spent a bit of time observing and going through your training. Mako, you had been working on lightning bending with Shurva. Al, you've been working on some air bending with Rung, and Rung been working on some earth bending. While Oki and Aquila focused on understanding the way that they can start appeasing and focusing on calming down spirits. The dark spirit has just been defeated, having Oki and Aquila working very hard to start pushing the water around it to keep it trapped before Mako then came in, fist swinging and fire burning, and then Shurva's whip as well following that with a devastating series of blows. The spirit fades into nothingness before the older male seer Tarnuk hobbles out from inside the seer's hall. Dressed in these very, very traditional heavy water tribe furs dyed the deep blue, he's now leaning on a cane for support as he walks out and goes,
What have you done? What is this? You attacked a spirit.
Oh,
Yeah, Mako, you attacked the spirit.
It was Mako.
Mako.
Chirpy was afraid for his life. I was so scared. I held my little beagle bird. Chirpy was so scared the entire time. Mako, you need to be more careful. I'm a father now.
That was a lot taken.
oh nice, we've got a new chat command. How long Chirpy's been alive for? Amazing.
It's been
That's
3
pretty
whole
good.
days, guys.
It's amazing. It's good. That's impressive. I'm genuinely surprised. Tarnuk looks around and sort of looking for a bit of an explanation.
You don't understand. This will just cause the spirit to attack again, with more force next time. You cannot appease spirits with violence.
And that is what we were trying to tell Mako.
I heard no words.
Before he eliminated.
First
the
off,
spirit.
I didn't kill it.
You hung it.
Oh, so I'm pretty sure I've
let's
seen
just
you
get
go.
clear here. Let's just be clear here. I did not kill it.
Look, all I'm saying is,
Well, it's not
I
dead
have-
anyway.
all I know how to use is water.
Yep.
Right, and that was not water.
They killed it. You're right.
Destroyed it.
That was a whip.
Oh,
Covered in
wow.
fire.
No, I don't think there was fire on it. There was no fire on the whip.
Please, this childish finger pointing is not important. I know that you were involved, you two Fire Nation upstarts. Hotheads, the lot of you. You need to be careful and think through what you're doing. This could have been a disaster.
In my defense, I was only protecting my ward.
I understand, but you must understand as well. These spirits are not to be trifled with. They can be dangerous. Very dangerous. You may have endangered more people with your foolishness.
And Mako.
Do you think, for these firebender people, do you guys meditate here? By the
I'm not
oceans?
meditating.
Meditate. What's that?
What are you
I
hoping
think
to get out of
I think you need to
meditation?
meditate. Yeah, I think
Not
these guys
meditating.
are so fast and harsh going, unlike us water tribe, earth tribe people. I think you need to take him out in the ocean and just let him meditate for 48 hours at least. I think you would love that. It might do him some good.
You know,
You mean on a
that-
boat,
that
right?
might not be a bad idea.
Yeah, you can send him out by himself.
Well, they spoke before it flipped.
I don't think that's a bad idea at all. I think for you to understand the consequences of actions, the push and pull, it's important that all of you spend some time out on a boat.
All of us?
Yes, all of you.
Um,
Aquila, to me, please.
And he gestures towards you, Archie.
Yeah, I come over.
You remember your early days of training when I was teaching you how to understand the consequences and how seemingly small motions can turn into larger ripple effects down the line.
Yeah, I remember the cane.
The cane? What are you talking about, boy? I put you on a raft out to sea for a couple of hours.
Yeah, look, it wouldn't be the worst idea.
No, I think you can take this slot out and
I'll go
impart
up
the
to,
wisdom that I imparted on you.
I'll go to Oki and say it'll be good.
You would remember last time, Aquila, you spent most of it just fishing and chilling out.
Yeah. Like whittling,
Yeah.
doing some more puppet stuff. You know,
Yep.
the usual, the important necessary.
The bare necessities.
Yeah.
Knowing our luck, we'll get attacked by another spirit whale.
Well, let's just not, kill it.
Yeah, Mako.
What's worse?
Podcast listeners,
whale or
Marco
fox?
seems excited to be hunting down a spirit. Bree, if you could do the honors in chat.
Got it.
Eight of them.
Please, Aquila, take this rowdy lot down to the docks. Take them out on a boat. They need to spend some time on a raft. You as well. Think about the grounding. Harmonize yourselves to the movement of the waves.
Way ahead of you. Look, if you need anything before we go, get it now. We leave in. Meet me at the docks in 5 minutes.
I left you a bag with the puppets in the hold. Did you want me to get that for you, or is it safe there?
It's fine there, but if you want it, then you can
I'll
go and
leave.
get it.
I'll go and get it.
As you rush back in, you find the bag with all the puppets in it that you tucked safely away behind part of the font that contained a lot of the brazier and fires. You pull it out, check it really quickly. It seems okay. It doesn't seem to have been affected too much by the earth shaking with the arrival of the spirit. You bring it back out again, hand it over to Aquila.
Rungs is checking. How long are we going to be gone, by the way, again, on the boat?
A couple of hours should be sufficient, don't you think, Aquila?
Yeah. A couple hours should be fine.
Oh, okay, cool.
Excellent.
I'm just going through my bag.
won't be
How
it,
much
though.
food do I have for Chirpy? I got some seed. Okay, I'm good. Chirpy will be fine.
Al thinks you're collecting seeds for Al for snacks.
Yeah, Al, you haven't seen this yet. Rung has a new friend with him. Rung, would you like to describe your friend to us?
I would love to describe him. So, he's the most powerful being in all of existence. Basically, he's a bird, beagle, or a beagle bird.
So
What kind of bird?
Beagle sparrow
He was
specifically.
beagle bird.
Beagle sparrow specifically, yeah.
Beagle sparrow. Yes. So, beagle, a sparrow's head. So, vicious, long-seeing eyes, cute beagle body.
So
Does it
absolutely
have wings?
So Dave, it's imagine a very small puppy of a beagle, covered in feathers, the feathers of a sparrow, with a bird's tail and feathers coming off the legs that look a little bit like almost like pseudo wings, and then a bird's head with beagle eyes.
Okay, so no actual wings, just 4 winged legs.
It's a beagle
Yeah.
sparrow.
Yeah.
Welcome to the horrific
Never
world of
understood why we had a
Avatar
dragon.
animal fusions. There was a big discussion last time about whether or not this is cute or horrifying. I
Yeah,
maintain
it's
it's cute. Everyone else
cute.
maintains it's horrifying.
I vomited
So-
in my mouth.
I find it cute now.
I will do some character art of a beagle sparrow, and it'll be fucking adorable.
Will it have
I
the
haven't done it yet,
eyebrows?
but I will.
It
Will
has
it have
to have the
eyebrows? Yes, it has eyebrows.
No, no.
Absolutely.
The eyebrows.
The beagle
The
eyebrows. Yeah.
eyebrows.
Yeah. We all know what we're talking
Yeah.
about.
Is it just following you, Rung? Is it just like by your side, walking around?
Oh,
It's on his
he's
shoulder, yeah.
Well and truly tucked up in my jacket, so just like little sparrow head popping out from my warm winter clothes at the moment. So he's tucked up. He's functional both as like a water bottle and heat, but also cute companionship. But he's not gonna take. I'm still protecting you, Al. By the way, like this is
In you ward.
Sense the insecurity.
If the rock's falling between you and Chirpy, it'll be a hard decision, but I will save you first.
Oh, it's alright. I'll save Chirpy and you save me. It's good.
Chirpy looks up
Right,
at you
is
with
that
really
me?
big eyes, Rung, as you say that, and makes this little like chirping noise as you say out loud, "I would save you over this bird dog."
I whisper to him, I don't really mean that.
A little cute nuzzle, but the beak is a little bit cold and sharp, so it's a cute nuzzle, but it is a little bit on the sharper side.
His rungs are nuzzling him, he's just got scratches.
Yes, that is correct. Definitely. Alrighty, so I'm assuming Aquila is heading down to the docks now that he's got his backpack full of puppets.
Yeah, I'm just trying to organize a boat for us.
Perfect. The rest of you, did you want to follow Aquila straight down? What would you be doing? Like, talk me through one by one. We'll start with Shurva. Actually, maybe we should ask Mako first, because Shurva's going to
be... Start with Mako.
I'm going to check if I have a pillow on me. Or something that I
pillow?
can use as a pillow.
He wants to have a nap.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'm onto him. A pillow. No, you don't have a pillow on you is the short answer. You do have a bedroll now. You could use that as a pillow.
Yeah,
You do have a
that's
bedroll
fine.
now.
As long as I have something I can use to make it more
That
comfortable.
That would do the job.
It's all good.
Yep, that'd do it.
I'll follow
So
Shurva.
Shurva, I'm assuming then you're traveling with Shitlord there.
Yeah.
What?
I really
What's his
picked a
name?
bad role.
Picked a bad role, the Guardian.
Yeah.
I don't think it was a
forward.
Yeah. If you want to change your playbook, we can talk about
I
it.
can pick a new ward at any time also.
You can, yeah. At any moment, you can be like, do you know what? Fuck this guy. Fuck this Fire Nation Prince. He's the worst. He's only gotten me into trouble.
Take on Chirpy.
Take on Chirpy.
Can't have two wards, can he? I mean, no, you have only one ward if you do it.
Oki, what did you say you were doing?
She's gonna sweep up Bolto and just her general daily carry bag that she always brought with her in the north. Food, extra blanket, just general stuff that she always brought whenever she was like sort of fucking off on a boat.
General stuff.
Rung realized.
Yes.
He only bought chirpy food. I think he has 4 days worth of chirpy food, but he forgot to buy Arlen himself food.
Yes, that's correct.
I might need to buy some food and maybe make sure I've got like a bedroll or something to sleep in. Do we get rid of all the bedrolls?
We're only going for a couple hours, not a couple weeks.
With us, it's gonna go wrong. It always does.
Al?
Yeah, I think Al's just excited to go on a boat trip that is just for a chill one as opposed to coming here. So he's just got his glider, he's rummaging for food, and he's just skipping along to the boat. Not a care in the world.
Fantastic. All right. Those of you, which is everybody, who is joining Aquila, as you guys head down towards the docks, you can see Aquila is in discussion with the dock master. This brusque gentleman, gangly, late 60s, dressed in very light Water Tribe clothes, as if the cold does not affect him. Perhaps his cold heart prevents the cold weather from doing too much effect on him.
Does this happen to be the same shipmaster that the guys brought the
yes,
all their boats back to?
Most of their boats back to.
All their boats.
All of them.
Yes. Very scraggly sort of chin beard, very thick protruding eyebrows, and a receding hairline. The dockmaster sort of stomps down the gangplank towards you, Aquila, and then goes,
Ah, it's you, Aquila. What do you want?
Just hoping to borrow a boat for a couple hours.
A boat or a raft? You being sent out on some fucking spirit nonsense again?
Yeah.
Take a raft. One you took last time still there.
Oh well, it's not just me this time.
I'm waiting for the part where this is my problem.
You guys are a little bit behind him at this point, so you're probably another.
I may need
minute or
something
two
a little
before
bit
you get there.
Bigger than a raft.
Still waiting for the bit where this is my problem.
Can I get something bigger than a raft?
Maybe. How much gold you got?
Aquila, you know that he is forcing the next male seer to pay for something. If you wanted to start to lay down the law, you could at this point. Like this dude's out of line.
Look, we don't need to make this a problem. You know who I am. You know who I'm going to be. If you really want to make this a problem now, we can definitely deal with it in the next coming months as well, when I become seer. Or we can just blow this over and then I won't have to deal with you later.
I would like you to roll an intimidation check, please.
And watch me get a 1.
Absolutely, which is passion, I believe.
Intimidate.
Impossible to get a 1 in this one.
You
isn't
can
it?
have a negative 1 on your thing.
Yeah.
You can roll a 2 and you have a negative 1.
Wait, what is it? Is it passion?
I believe it is with passion. For,
I have a 1 on passion. We're fine.
You're fine,
So
okay.
it's not possible. Yeah. 3 it is.
Intimidate. So 6 is a failure.
That's really good.
As you go through this and sort of take him through, and you are being quite intimidating. 2 of the puppets that are sort of half out of the bag from when Al had a bit of a play. One of them is like a little girly doll. It's of a child, like it's meant to be. It's a caricature of a small child, a little small girl that you would use to entertain children with more sort of like identifiable characters for them to connect with. And then the other one is it's a very like Punch and Judy-esque one. It's a person with their pants pulled down around their ankles, looking like making like a surprised face looking around the corner. And this one was for a comedy skit that you did many years back, right at the bottom of the bag. But for some reason, as Al has poured through this last session, he's kind of pushed these to the surface, and these are currently hanging out of your bag.
Mm-hmm.
He can't take his eyes off.
He gives it to me.
So he's sort of looking at these and looks back at you, and you get the sense very strongly that he is not taking you seriously as he goes,
Pah! Children barking and squawking around my docks at all hours. Off with you, go. Take your raft and get out of here.
What if instead, when I get back, I promise to do a show for the kids to get them away from the docks?
Get them away from the docks, you say?
Yep, for, a couple hours. I'll do one today, and I'll do one in 2 days.
He looks at you quizzically. Could you make me a persuade check,
Oh,
please? Which I believe is with harmony.
Wait, where's
Plead, sorry.
Plead.
Yeah, harmony.
Thank you.
Plead.
Oh, shit.
You can do it. I believe in you.
You're the seer. You must be humble.
9. Hey, baby. That is a mixed success. He eyes you up and down and goes,
What sort of show would you put on, huh? Tell me more about it. How long are you going to distract them for? It's all very well that you do a quick puppet show. Is this going to be a couple of hours?
I'll do a couple hour show when we get back. Something far. I'll do it near the training grounds, quite far away from here. So even if they're laughing, which they will be because I'm pretty good, you won't be able to hear them.
All right, fine. Okay. Here.
he pulls out of his large pouch at his waist a key that unlocks one of the padlocks for one of the larger boats towards the end. He points down the end of the marina.
Fine. Take the one with the pontoon in the middle. One with the outrigger. Outrigger on the left-hand side.
Okay, perfect.
For
Thank you.
podcast listeners, I don't think that was Aquila doing that. I think that was Archie doing that. Archie did the two hands up
maybe a
with the
bit of
L's
both.
to know left and right. Amazing. As you head down the marina, the rest of you guys arrive and you see Aquila walking down the marina with some confidence, a bit of a spring in his step, feeling pretty proud of himself. And as the dockmaster turns back around, he looks and goes,
You lot, you're the ones who haven't returned the boat.
No, we returned the boat. We came on it.
There's one
Yeah.
missing.
and his face begins turning as red as Mako's cloak.
Oh, that was Romeo.
Was it Romeo? Yeah.
You remember his name was
That was
Julio.
Romeo.
Remember his name was Julio
Oh, Julio.
and Romulet.
Julio, he's going to see the missus on the boat. Apparently they live in near the pole. I don't think
Unbelievable.
it's going to be too long.
I know his father. I'm going to take this up with his father immediately.
The dockmaster begins
Oh, yeah.
storming down the edge of the marina, heading back inside the town. And you can hear him muttering
Good luck.
angrily as he passes a small fur seal. Sorry, not a fur seal. As he passes a small tabby seal, cross between a cat and a seal, on the edge of the dock. He sort of angrily kicks at it with his boot. The seal gets out of the way and jumps in the water in time, but he like grumbles and walks past. And as he sort of goes further down, the seal comes up and sprays water out of its mouth right in his face before swimming off and under the water. The curses you hear emanating from this salty sea dog's mouth are not worth repeating. but you do learn a few new choice insults and words, water tribe swear words this day. You briskly walk down the edge of the marina to catch up to Aquila, who is just finishing unlocking the large outrigger pontoon with a sail in the center, very similar to the one you guys actually sailed across from the Earth Kingdom. It's actually very similar in design to the one that you came across, the larger raft. And as you all load on, Aquila, you can begin waterbending to begin pushing the raft out. You know there's a series of icebergs just over towards the west of where you are now.
Yep.
Pretty calm and peaceful, relatively sheltered, and it's where you've spent a fair bit of time training. You know it's a fairly good spot.
It's a good place.
Yeah, and you also know that it's where you've been able to connect with spirits before in this location.
Yep.
So you begin waterbending over.
Yep. Yeah, I'll bring us down and just... yeah, hang on.
Do you guys want to take the raft as well?
Seems like you might be caught up with Julio.
Down at the schoolyard.
Wait,
I'm not gracing that. I'm not gracing that with a response.
It didn't land.
Oh, fuck off.
Ah!
Nice. The journey over only takes 20 or so minutes as you reach this small outcropping of icebergs. These have been partially frozen to the mainland, so they're not free floating. They were free floating icebergs at one point, but it looks like they've been frozen with a series of passageways that have basically kept these trapped. And it is designed to be a little artificial rest spot for fish to come and hide out from the predators from the Arctic waters. It's a really good fishing spot on one side. On the other, nice, calm, protected bay for people to just rest and relax and to take a bit of a moment and reground or refine themselves. Aquila, as you bring the boat in to a stop and park it up, you can see there's a number of rings that have been set into the iceberg that have been frozen in that can be a boat can be moored to quite easily. And as you just sort of tie the boat off, you know the boat's not going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
The water around is crystal clear and perfectly still. Numerous fish swim below you, as well as the occasional mole squid. This very bizarre mix of squid and mole. Blind, sightless eyes looking up from the center of this long body covered in brown fur with 9 tentacles splaying out behind it as they move through and begin burrowing through the ice. Okay, you have your fishing shit with you. Yeah.
Daily carry.
Yeah, okay. You chuck out your line immediately. Begin getting ready to cast. Yeah, absolutely. Chuck the
Someone's
line
got to
out.
feed that spot.
Again, we're only here for a couple of hours.
Aquila,
Well, may as well
With the
do
way
some
that-
fishing all the time.
with the way that it's been going, you assume the worst. Especially with Mako here.
I'm just going to be sleeping. I don't know why I'm the big problem.
He is useful to cook the fish, though.
Yeah, that's it. You can't melt an iceberg. Can you melt an iceberg?
I haven't tried.
Let's not try.
Let's say we did.
Why not?
Hypothetically.
Yeah, that might anger the spirits. Come to think of it.
Oh, I'm going to
More
go take a nap.
Than
I'll
he
get
has
over
already.
it.
Do you really
Just
think
make
that?
another one?
He's already angered enough spirits. Angering a few more after we kill him won't really matter.
Might
I
even
mean,
it out,
after
actually.
we appease.
Wait a second.
You know, it's a shame that the spirits are actually kind of on our bad side at the moment because getting them to gang up on the Harbour Master could be a bit of fun.
We could gang up on... No, don't worry about it.
He did try to
It
kick
would be
us.
obvious that it was us.
He did try to kick a tabby seal. Maybe there's a tabby seal spirit we can appease. Maybe make friends with that.
I mean, it's cuter,
No.
definitely cuter than the mole squid. I'll give it that.
I mean, the mole squid's pretty cute. You just haven't really seen them up close. That's the problem.
I saw them
Everything's
close
cuter than
enough.
Chirpy.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Huh?
Sounds like someone here is talking shit about Chirpy.
No.
Yeah, good.
Do you think it's white or red
tuck
meat?
Chirpy's ears in my little jacket. No,
Um,
Google, not you. Shut up. I said chirpy. How did you get Google?
Okay, now that you've said the G word, how many other people's systems have just been set off?
Oh no.
Not ours because I'm wearing a headset.
I'm gonna.
Okay,
walk-
Google, play Avatar the Last Airbender.
Oh no, what is wrong with you?
Okay, Google. Play the Lost Archives on Twitch.
Yeah, do that one. That's good. All right. As you guys are sort of talking around, not really doing too much communing with spirits or grounding or centering yourself, you see the edge of a much smaller canoe come around the bend, and sitting on it is a Hini, line in hand, slowly like looking around for fish below the water. And as she sort of comes around the bend and sees you guys, she goes, "Oh, hey guys, I thought you were doing seer training. What are you doing out here?"
See a training.
Vanished.
Sea training.
See a training.
Because it looks like you're fishing.
Well, we're
Seers
training
need
to
a
be
fish
Navy
too.
Seers.
So what we're doing is we're just trying to relax before we begin with our training.
Okay,
Because you should have a calm mind when doing seer training.
sure. Okay. Okay. This place, I don't know how to say this. You know this is where your sister was attacked, right? You're muted, sorry, Ellie.
The north side. Isn't that what? Oh.
Yeah, but-
Here, in the
yeah.
sheltered area.
Yeah, that's why it was so strange.
Oh boy.
Was it the Badger Seal?
She just slowly pulls her line in, like and she's we're sure it wasn't a spirit, right? I mean, I know they can't directly interfere, but I mean, there's no way that a leopard seal shark would be all the way in here. I mean, the outer skirting I could understand, but
That was the weird thing. I mean, I wasn't there, but people who witnessed it said they saw a leopard shark come straight out of the water. It was the weirdest thing. They've never seen it move so fast.
I mean, Aquila, has anyone else from the village seen this leopard shark? I mean, maybe not recently,
I
but
know, not
Yeah.
not recently. I think some people went to try and find it, just to see if everything, like if there was something going on with it. But no one, I don't think they ever caught it.
No,
so we've got a
that's right.
mysterious leopard shark in a place where leopard sharks have never been, in a place where spirits are frequently found, and no one else could find the leopard shark.
Yeah, it's a pretty good summary.
Was it day or night when, and what stage of the moon? Like, I mean, all I can think of is that either it was a spirit shark or the spirits were somehow driving it. I mean, it just, it's never happened before. Why would it happen now?
Late afternoon, I guess waxing moon?
Who else was there?
She was by herself, that was the problem.
But you said other people who saw it said it was a leopard
Yeah,
shark.
so there were people not too far off. I mean, it's a pretty popular fishing spot, but this side's much more calm and much smaller fish, so it wasn't really a location really many people bothered to fish at. She was by herself, but people heard her crying out, and as they came round, the spotted fin heading below the waves once again.
So it was just a spotted fin that they saw. It wasn't the full shark.
Well, the silhouette and body of a shark tail. I mean, they were pretty clear on what they thought they saw. I mean, Aquila, you were there too. You were out on the ice that day as well. Did you see anything?
I was out on the ice, fishing. I didn't.
Yeah.
All I saw was like the silhouette as well. I was with I was with the other seers, just having a relaxing day.
Yeah, with Tarnak. I haven't asked Tarnak what he saw. Maybe I should, but I mean, he's pretty cataract ridden.
Yeah, I don't know if he can really see that far anyway.
Did you get any spirit-like vibes? Any
didn't really-
woo-woo?
I didn't
Any what?
feel.
Woo-woo? Any spirit woo-woo?
I didn't feel anything. I don't think a spirit would have been involved.
So I was eavesdropping earlier when you were talking about it, Ahini and Oki, but your sister is still alive, right?
Yeah, she's just lost the arm.
What did she see?
She doesn't remember much of it. That's the problem. It was a pretty traumatic attack. She says that she doesn't really have many memories from the day or two before of that either.
What was she doing the day or two before that? Do you know, Ahini?
I think she was doing her training with Tarnak and Aquila. Aquila, was there anything weird that happened the day or two before?
Oh, that's right. Seer training.
From what I can remember, we were just on the training grounds. We'd come here probably a couple days before that. Tarnak wanted to teach us about spirits and stuff.
Classic Tarnak.
Yeah. Always.
So,
Always banging on about spirits, fucking seers.
Fucking
Unbelievable.
spirits every minute.
but, I mean, saying that, if you guys were doing spirit training here,
Yeah.
and then she comes out here a couple of days later, alone, and there's a freak shark accident, and no one's seen it. Ever. I mean, that's kind of weird, don't you think?
Oh, it's definitely weird. Yes.
What else-
Ahini, this might be an odd question, but how many days ago did exactly this happen?
Oh, it was about 8 days ago now. Because, I mean, once her arm was gone, she couldn't complete her seer duties anymore, and so we set off to find Oki.
Is that is that when we did the whale thing?
No, it's a little bit after. Day or two after.
So okay, after, so spirits would be angry. Huh. Okay.
Who are we blaming all this on then?
I mean, I'm 3 seconds off pushing Mako off the raft,
Let's
but
just say it's funny how no one saw this happen. Okay.
There's
Like-
something else that she mentioned as well, like talking about your spirit training, Aquila. She mentioned something about the North Pole as well. I wish I could remember what it was.
Santa.
Elves?
like it wasn't like a strange light or a glow or a fire that didn't burn. A blue
Well, it's the Northern Lights.
eerie glow.
We've had pretty strong Northern Lights the last few nights and a week or two before that, but no, it was. I wish I could remember what she said. She only mentioned it in passing. I can't
Do you remember
sorry.
Akira?
What was that? Sorry.
I turned to Akira. Do you remember?
It sounds familiar, but I definitely couldn't. He's taught us so much about the North, about spirits and poles and everything. I can hardly remember anything.
Hey, do you guys want to go to the North Pole?
Oh,
This is meant to be a- This is meant to be a nap.
it's cold.
It's more
I'll
than
just
half
for
an
the
airway.
boat.
Yeah, it's not too far.
cold.
A couple of hours walk from here.
Wait, we have to walk it?
It's cold.
Well, I mean, I'd recommend a sled, but yeah, you could walk.
It's
If
not
it's
a
a couple hours
nice.
walk, how long is it on the sled?
Less than a couple of hours. So 3-4 hours walking, 2 hours by sled,
Okay.
probably an hour by flying. Less.
In the snow?
Well, it's been a bit warm recently. We've not had snow's not too thick at the moment. We've not had any big snowfall in the last few days. So, I mean, if you're gonna go, it's not a bad time to go now.
Are there any
we're-
sleds nearby, Ahini? Or is there any on the boat that we know of? Did we see any sleds?
You look around on a
Yeah.
raft. You look around on the like 4 meter by 5 meter raft. You don't spy any sleds up.
Plus, I
Good.
know
Any
Bolter's going to
waterbenders
tow
make-
us.
Ice sleds? Can you guys form ice? Make some cool ice sleds?
Are you volunteering to pull us, Ron?
I'll be quiet.
We could just.
Can Chirpy pull?
Oh, Chirpy can
Chirpy's
pull.
more of a full looks companion.
He pulls the ladies, not the sluts.
Like me.
See, I told you it'll come around to Chirpy's looks. Yeah, I mean, there's some polar bear dogs. We could get some sleds and. I mean, the stables has some polar bear dogs for use by people of import. I reckon now that you two are seers in training, you could probably pull some strings there. Just say Tarnuk sent you out to go investigate the North Pole. I think you get permission.
Can I try and get them closer?
Try and get
some of the dogs.
The polar dogs.
Yeah, the polar
we'd
dogs.
have to go back, I think, and go get
we'd have
the
to.
stables.
Oh, there's none out here.
Not just not in the water.
Not like wild.
They're
ones.
not wild.
No. I mean, there are some wild ones, but not right here.
Okay.
As
Not
you look
getting
around,
to
you see a
the
mole squid just burrowing through a section of ice near your face, Aquila. It sort of turns these very sightless eyes towards you and then scurries back in, digging further into the ice.
Well, it's not like snow bend. Like, I can sand bend. Can you
How
not just, like,
long
snow
can everyone
bend?
hold their breath for?
You're not swimming under the ice.
Well, we don't need to swim. We can let the squid pull.
What we call drown.
Look, you can try and, but the squid are like 30 centimeters long.
Yeah, but what if we get a lot?
Oh, that's a good sized squid.
We
Yeah.
have a fairy tale in the Airbender Temple where somebody had like lots of balloons and went up. So it'd be the same thing. With lots of
We've got a
squid.
similar thing in the water tribe. Someone harnessed a lot of otter penguins, and then went down.
Did they come up again?
No, they
Seen again,
didn't.
unfortunately.
They live on the bottom of the ocean now. That's how we tell it to the kids.
In reality, we're fairly certain they drowned.
Is it quicker for us to walk there now or go back and then get the sleds there?
Much quicker to go get the sleds.
Okay.
How do we get the sleds back here though? Do we have to put them onto a boat? Because the dock master.
No, we go from there.
Just
Yeah,
right.
you could just leave from the. We can just leave from the waterbending tribe.
Wait, we could have sledded here the whole time?
We're not here. Heaney looks at open ocean, almost all sides around you, and goes, "I mean, yeah, if you really wanted, Oki to practice her ice bending, I guess we could have sledded here."
Frozen could do it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's
Frozen
an
could do
airbender thing.
I'm just thinking, the master, he's already kind of angry at us. I mean, making him even more mad.
We're going to be returning the boats to him.
No, we're returning the
have to
boats to
hide
the
this
harbour
boat?
master. I'm talking about our seer master,
Oh,
who's kind of
okay,
pissed that you attacked a spirit,
What's he going to
and
do?
who sent us out
What's
here.
he going to do? Stop us?
I'd probably do
I'll
something
drown
old
you.
and wise and
Oh,
beat you.
he's going to ground me? Okay.
No, drown you
Ah,
with a D.
drown.
Well,
Oh,
I mean,
the
when you go
spirit.
back to the town, I mean, Oki,
that will
have
solve all
you
our
visited
problems.
your sister yet?
I mean, it's been about
Doing it.
an hour and a half, 2 hours since we've been out here. It's basically like we
It's
meditated for a
it's
while.
been half an hour at the very most.
Oh God, meditation sucks.
I've had a full spiritual awakening. We can go back now.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, I don't know why you guys are out here, but we could definitely head back and check in with Oki's sister, and then head to the North Pole. As long as I mean, I won't tell Tarnuk. If you don't, I'm not going to get in trouble. But
There's a massive grin on Al's face because he's coming with us.
Heaney hasn't said that yet.
You gonna come with us, Ahini?
Yeah, I may as well, right? Keep an eye on you lot. You seem to get into trouble quite a bit. There's a massive grin on Al's face, yeah. All right, well then, I mean, I can help tow the boat a little bit if you want a bit of speed.
I can blow. There's no sail on our boat, is there?
Yes, there is. Yeah, there's a sail.
Oh, yep. I'll help as well. I'll help good.
I could blow us.
Yeah.
Promise?
It might go slightly further than being a kite again.
Oki, are you all right visiting your sister?
I mean, it's kind of weird. I mean, I don't know. I should see her, but I mean,
You are the singer.
What do you say? I mean, hi, I haven't seen you after I buggered off for a couple of months, and I'm only back here because you got attacked by a leopard shark, and now I have to do the job that you wanted that I don't want. And yeah.
Yeah, just say that.
Wow, it seems you've been practicing.
It's like you got it down pat.
That kind of does sum it up, Oki, to be honest.
Well, I don't think that would go down very well.
Or,
As long as
or you could do what I would do. Ignore the problem and just
Set
say
it on
hi.
fire.
Run
as long as you
away,
don't make
Yeah,
any
you can run
jokes
away,
about
yeah,
her
run away
needing a
less as
hand.
wish on a spirit that all your problems
Yeah.
went away,
See,
and
you
then
got it down
that
pat.
causes massively more problems.
Look, but those are problems that you deal with later, not the ones they have to deal with now.
Oki, here's the thing. I'm pretty honest with my brothers. I just tell them the truth. And sometimes it's really hard, but they know that I love them. I love them. They love me. Truth, it's important. And if you can't tell the truth to your siblings, who can you tell it to, right?
No one.
Also
It's not
here
worth
for
it.
Yourself.
Monkey Atsu.
Who's Mankiatsu?
In the car.
The truth is dangerous. Just beware.
Who's Mankiatsu? You've mentioned his name before.
He's like my dad. He's cool. He's cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
We should probably checking on
When
him
do we
see
get
if
to meet your
nothing
dad?
bad happened.
Nothing bad can happen to Monkey Atsu. He's a warrior monk. He is.
Nothing bad at all.
Oh, I thought you said monkey. Monkey
Ron.
ads.
like the flying lemurs.
It's like nothing bad can happen to Monkey Atsu. Like, who's Monkey Atsu?
Who's Mankiatsu?
I'll be quiet.
Mankiatsu.
Took me a while.
I was on the same page as you, honestly.
Oh, good.
I was like, I've never heard of a monkey.
Named Atsu.
That's what I was like, when do I get to meet him?
A single tear falls down Al's eye, a face as as people make fun of Monkey Atsu.
Okay, yeah. Pronounce it, yeah.
He just gets back in the boat and sits down.
Ahini
Sorry.
looks at the raft, brings her canoe over, ties it off against the outrigger, and then climbs on board the raft and goes, "All right, should we get the show on the road then?"
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
I'll
guess
start,
we don't have another choice.
You mean the sea?
water bending as well.
yeah.
Cool.
Okay,
So we've got 3 waterbenders and an airbender. This raft's moving very, very quickly. As the raft
Moving
begins
too
to speed
fast.
away,
Turbo.
the waterbenders are focusing on moving forward and getting the raft moving. I'll Rung, Mako, and Shurva. What are you 4 doing? Oh no, I'll focus on airbending. Shurva, Mako, and Rung. What are you 3 doing? Marco's rolling out the bed. Okay, are you at the front of the boat or the back?
Oh
of
no,
the boat?
that was for before. Don't worry about
That was
that now.
before. Okay.
I guess I don't have to pack that up. I'm actually gonna look for any signs of. I don't know what this leopard shark is, but I assume it's like a apex predator. I want to look for like if there's any signs of that in like the water, like any distressing anything.
Yeah, absolutely.
Seeing
Could
that
you
this is meant to be
do?
like a safe area for fish.
Could you do an assess the situation for me, please, Andrew? Shurva. What would you like to do?
I would like to stand at the front of the boat and keep an eye out.
Absolutely. Could I get you to make an assess the
Just any-
situation as
Yeah,
well,
it's
please?
just-
It's Titanic. And Rung?
I would like to.
I'd like to tie myself off and be a boat anchor. Sorry, what was that, Rung? What would you like to do?
Well, no, why? Because these rocks are heavy.
I just love your version of Rung's voice because it's so close.
Thank you.
Oh no! Yeah. It's like, is that me?
I'm going to dive into the water with the
I'd like-
rope around my waist and I'm going to slow this story down.
You know, I would just put my feet down into the sand and just. I would like to. God damn it. Now I'm doing that. I feel like I'm impersonating you. I would like to stand at the back and watch what the waterbenders are doing as they move the water. Rung is very interested in how sandbending and waterbending as moving like ships and stuff could be related. He's
So you're
interested
trying
to learn
to-
their tips and tricks.
So you're trying to sandbend while the boat's moving along, is that correct?
No, I'm not trying
Or
to
more
sandbend. I'm
focus
just
on what the
interested to
waterbenders are
see the
doing
way
to
the
learn.
waterbenders, how they move the boat. Because I'm like, is it the same? What do they do different?
Yeah.
Learning.
Rung, could I get you to please roll me a what would this
Rung's just
fall
going to
under?
teach himself waterbending.
Creativity roll, please. I would like to know how creative Rung is in this situation.
Well, surely that's how it works. Like,
Oh yeah, no, 100%. But I want to see if
Yeah.
Rung figures this out. Like, because we're talking about particle physics.
Oh,
here. 10
yeah.
for success, my boy. Something about the fresh sea air. Maybe it's the cold. Maybe the cold has warmed up Rung's brain cells enough that they're now firing fully. Because Rung, as you sort of are looking at this, you have an epiphany. 100%, like exactly what they're doing. These movements you could do with sand to move a sand ship through the earth, just as effectively, exactly the same. And so you're sort of like standing there having this moment with your jaw like as it drops wide open, as you just suddenly like sandbending seems to like flood your mind. You see numbers appearing in front of you, like patterns emerging, and then it all comes down to sand is like water. And that's it's like coalesces into these words in front of you, and then you just eat the words, and they're now true for you.
Guys,
Yeah,
sand is just coarse water.
it's like dry water. It's dry water, guys.
Does that mean that there are sandworms, but the equivalent of water? And if so, is Pun coming for us?
Yes.
Yes.
Riding a giant leech.
I'm a pirate captain now. I'm Pirate Pong.
Yar,
I'm
har.
Captain Pong. No, Pong is not coming for you. Yar har.
Yeah.
Fennel day day. That is very satisfying to say in Pong's voice, I have to say. And it's a satisfying voice already. But no, Pong, the next in line for the Earth Queen's throne, apparently, weirdly enough, is not out on the open sea riding a water worm. He is still in Ba Sing Se. But no, we're wrong. Like, this is so true for you. Mako, 5. No. Looking at the back of the ship, water's choppy. I mean, they're waterbending, Aang's airbending. There's a lot of disturbance on the surface of the water. You're not seeing through it. It's being broken up by the movement of the boat through it. And as you look out the back, I mean, you occasionally see glimpses of shadows as fish move away or larger things move away from the boat, but nothing really of interest stands out to you. Shurva at the front of the boat with a mixed success. What were you looking for again, sorry?
Just keeping an eye out for any kind of danger or any. What should I be looking out for?
It's a question. Would you
I
like
think
to
that's up
answer?
to you. That's
One of the questions I'm allowed to ask.
What should you be looking out for?
What should I be on the lookout for?
Is it genuinely listed as an example of a question you can ask?
Yes.
No
Yep.
way.
Yep.
Huh. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I read the rule book.
Checkmate.
Checkmate.
doesn't mean she sees it or not. It's just she knows
All
what
right,
she should be
everybody,
looking out
Bree's
for,
the
right?
DM now. The title has been inherited. I'm free.
Nope.
Shurva. Yeah, as you look out, there are a few things that stand out to you. Like, obviously, there's the obvious dangers of icebergs. Obviously, you don't want the boat to hit an iceberg. That's a real problem. There's a famous story you've heard about, told amongst the water tribes, of the stupid Titanic, which was when a large ship crashed into a massive fucking iceberg that could have been seen from very far away because it was built too big and didn't have enough power to turn and steer in time, and it just sank. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but there it is. Other dangers of the ocean. Yeah, look, you've heard of the leopard shark. You are looking out for it. Shurva, out of the corner of your eye, as the boat begins to leave, you see a flash of something spotted, brown and black, diving below the water, as ripples move out from the area where you guys were. And this dark shape moving below the water, just out of the corner of your eye. And as you turn to look, you just see this dark shape diving down into the water, disappearing from view.
Did you say it was like following us, the dark shape?
No, diving down away from the boat that is now moving quite rapidly and picking up a bit of speed.
Okay. Is it worth telling everyone about this?
That is a question I can't answer because that's a judgment question and you have to decide that yourself.
And
Unless
it's only
that's in
mixed
assess the
success.
situation too. Oh, no, it is. Okay, yeah. It probably... No. I'm kidding.
So, and I only got one question anyway. But I might keep it to myself for now, but I'll stay vigilant and keep an eye out for anything under the water.
Yep. The boat ride back is much quicker, and nothing of note happens as you arrive back in to the Northern Water Tribe. Excuse me. The boat docks in again. The harbour master is still missing, having stormed off to go and yell at the parents of Roliet and Julio. And as you, Romiet and Julio, as you head on up the docks, leave the boat tagged in, Aquila, you're left with the interesting position of still having the key to this raft, and no one around to take it off you.
Does he have like a desk or something?
He has an office.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to put it in his office and then say, quick, we got to run. Otherwise, I've got to do a puppet show for a couple hours. We don't have time.
Is that a euphemism?
If you want it to be, we need to leave.
All right, Al, can you hold?
I like how honest you are.
So burn down everything?
No, we need to go. I want to go to the North Pole.
What is with you, man?
Let's get some sleds.
Can I pick a new ward now? I like this new one better.
Who are you
New
picking?
milestone achieved. New ward.
I won't actually, but Aquila.
No, let's go.
is a better ward.
Let's go.
Do you want to pick Aquila
pick it
as
any
your? You
time.
can pick Aquila as your guardian. Of course you can, as your guardian ward.
Depends if Aquila's gonna stick around.
Aquila's pretty cool.
Aquila's pretty cool.
Aquila makes and plays with puppets in his free time. I mean, what's cooler than that?
Aquila can't burn down villages.
And Aquila's just
No,
fun as
Aquila
a
doesn't want to burn down villages. That's the key difference.
Aquila wants to entertain
He's
children.
honest.
Yeah.
Don't say that.
Yeah, arguably worse. Yeah.
Hey, look,
Oh,
you guys made that bad.
Anyway,
It's a really
Aquila
quick.
hasn't brought upon the end of the world. Just saying.
It's a very quick, brisk walk from here to the stables, where there are a number of creatures ready to be saddled up to sleds. But yeah, more importantly, there are two large polar bear dogs. Head and body of a polar bear, front legs of a polar bear, and then the back half of a Labrador with the tail of a Labrador, and the floppy ears of a Labrador as well. Pure white fur, both of them sort of baying and barking and have a bit of a play around with each other and doing a bit of like joke wrestling. But yeah, I mean, the size of a polar bear, someone could comfortably ride on their backs. And you can see that this younger stable hand, this young lad, probably no older than yourselves, 16, 17, desperately trying to get them under control. He has a piece of jerky that he's trying to use to get their attention, but they're so focused on play at the moment, they're not listening to him. As he's sort of like bantering, going, guys, no, calm down, please. No, please, no, stop that. Whoa. As he ducks underneath this paw that swipes above his head, he like drops down into the mud and then pushes himself up and goes, seriously? Who let you off your leashes? Scrabbles to his feet and walks over to the gate, panting heavily. The strip of jerky from his hands is gone. As he looks down, he goes, oh shit. Turns around. They're now tug-of-warring on this jerky. On either side, trying to tear it in half. And he looks back and goes, oh, that was my last piece. Shit. And then he turns and sees you lot coming. Yeah, like little soul patch, long hair tied back into a braided ponytail, dressed in very fine working clothes that look to be quite nice, but are now covered and dripping in this sodden mud. He sort of like looks up and goes, hi guys, what do you want? How can I help?
Those majestic creatures.
Having fun.
Go to the North Pole.
You need a sled and some sled dogs.
We wanted-
I mean, unless we can figure out a different way to pull them.
He looks at the two polar bear dogs who have like torn the piece of jerky in half and are now demolishing it with their large mouths, tearing strips off this. He looks back and goes, if you can get the harness on them, they're yours.
Done.
Can I try?
He just gestures into the open pen. Please be my guest. Ahini looks and goes, Aquila, be a little bit careful. They can be quite boisterous.
I want to... Can I try and calm them down?
Yeah, of course you can.
Yeah.
With a puppet.
No.
With a puppet.
Just with
A dog toy?
With skill.
I'd say in this case, I've sent you a message in Discord asking a specific question. You can just say yes or no.
Yes.
Yes, okay, I figured. In that case, then, I'm going to get you to roll me with focus.
Shit.
Actually, sorry.
Please. Oh, no, that's fine.
Full success.
I have a -1.
Yeah,
I have a
you roll
-1
two
on
sixes.
focus.
It's the
Yeah,
equivalent of that 20.
You watch as Aquila steps in. You're like, Aquila, can you describe to us what you would do with your to calm them down? Like, what sort of motions are you doing to like get their attention to calm them down?
I just like general sort of like water bending movements. Just like hand movements around them, sort of just to try and get their attention, and then just sort of calm them down, and then they'll just come up to me.
Yeah, you watch as Aquila holds both hands up high in the air to begin with, and they immediately stop and look at his hands. He slowly pulls them to the side. Polar bear dogs move aside away from each other, and then he brings them back in again. They move back towards, and then he brings them down sharply, and they both sit heavily on their bottoms. Makes sort of like noises looking at him. Keeping his hands up, holding their focus, he walks forward, keeping his hands forward before his hands are touching both the edges of their snouts. Both dogs seem to be not moving, staying very, very still in front of Aquila. They seem quite calm.
I gesture Oki over to come help put the harnesses on.
The stable hand looks and goes like, "They've never done that for me. What did you do?"
Well, I am training to be seer.
I didn't know that came with like special animal stuff. You have to teach me how to do that.
Yeah, when we get back.
Really?
Yeah, I'll try.
Up to the puppet show.
Thank you so much.
When we get back.
Just making promises all over the water tribe. yeah, I'll do that when I get back.
Yeah, we'll do it later.
Yeah, we'll get to it. I'll get
Yeah,
to it, man. Hey, when has Aquila ever failed to keep a promise?
None that we know of.
Never.
The stable hand
of.
that you know of. The stable hand hands over the two harnesses. Oki passes them to you. He takes one himself. You take one over. It's literally just a loop that clips underneath their chests and holds their forelegs, and then puts the pressure on their chest rather than their necks and throats, so that when they pull, they're pulling from the chest, not from anywhere else. Made from probably some sort of tanned leather. You can sort of see what looks to be rolls of seal skin, and then the padding is actually a dense fur that helps sort of stop it chafing against their chests. It's just a simple button clasp as you put it in, hold it in, push it back, and then lock it into position. Not too tight, not too loose. The harnesses are clipped on. The stable hand then walks forward, clips onto the back the two sections of rope, and then hoists them up to the front of a much larger sleigh, which looks like it could easily hold sort of 15, 16 people. It's massive, this large, broad sleigh. The series of tiered seats in it, and then underneath these beautiful curled sleds that curl up and fold back. Shurva, you would recognize this as Fire Nation metallurgy that's used to create these. This was created by someone from the Fire Nation, or has been commissioned from the Fire Nation. The metallurgy is the giveaway. It's too beautifully well done. It's too smooth. It's too intricate for any other, to your knowledge at least, any other nation to have been responsible for. You guys climb aboard as Aquila steps around and gets on. The polar bear dogs seem to spring to life once more now that he's no longer holding their attention, and they begin surging forwards. Ahini grabs the harnesses in front as you guys are on the back, pulls back sharply. They rear up, front legs pouring at the ground before crashing back down again, smacking into each other, sort of pushing and jostling before Ahini lets out a loud whistle, calling them to attention. They both stop, tails wagging, thunk, 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 up against the back of the sleigh. Ahini sort of looks back and goes, "All right, guys, shall we go?"
Yep.
Yay, Henny, lead the way.
Yeah, climb on board. Yeah, and she whips forwards with the reins to trigger them moving. The polar bear dogs move with a blinding speed. Those of you who aren't sitting down are thrown back into your seats violently as it takes off. These creatures clearly, these two polar bear dogs clearly have a lot of energy they need to burn that they haven't been able to. Hence why they were acting up. it doesn't take more than an hour and a half, 2 hours before you start to see the beginnings of the North Pole. What at first looks like a frozen forest, curls of trees, is revealed to be petrified wood that's been turned to stone and covered in ice, forming a small forest around the center of the North Pole. And high above you can see, even during the day, northern lights burning in the sky, greens and blues moving across the sky in a dancing ribbon-like pattern. On the journey, would you guys be talking about anything in particular? Is there anything you wanted to do on the journey?
Yeah,
2 hours, basically.
would.
Oh yeah,
I would bring up.
yes.
We were supposed to go visit your sister before we went to the North Pole.
Yes, and I conveniently didn't remind anyone.
Yep.
I'm proud of you. Avoid the problem.
Oh,
I see you're keeping her at arm length.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
nice,
Oh.
nice.
gotta hand it to her.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
Ahini
Oh,
just
too
like
soon?
Ahini looks at both of you, like gives Rung and Al a sharp look, like fuck you guys, and then looks back towards Oki to check she's okay. Oki, how
Oki's
you
Oh,
half tempted
oh,
to
is
throw
your
them up the
forehead
sleigh.
like it's heating up? The burning sensation right there.
She is staring ice daggers at you both, just like,
So, Heaney, not trying to change subject or anything, but where did this beautiful harnesses and everything come from?
oh, they're just the normal harnesses used for the dogs. The stable hand had them ready for Oki and him to use. It looks
What
like
about
they've
the
been.
sled?
Oh, the sled. Yeah, I mean, we get a lot of our metalwork from the Fire Nation. There's an outpost, one of the border islands up towards the north that we trade with for metal and stuff. It's where we get a lot of our metalwork and fine filigree work from. They've been pretty good
Whereabouts
to
is
trade
it?
with. You know Ember Island.
Ah, yes, I know Amber Island very well.
Oh, nice. Okay, so it's like a little bit further north of that. There's a section of islands known as the Iron Islands. It's where a lot of metalwork comes from, and we trade with them quite a bit. It's near where Avatar Roku's volcano was, just a bit further north of that. Before, obviously, before it erupted. Have you guys heard anything about the new Avatar, by the way? He's gonna be born in the air nomads. You must have heard
Yeah, it's
something,
Al.
right?
Sorry, yeah. He'd be a baby now. We're searching for him. I was born a bit early, but now Monkey Yatsu and the team are avid and looking for him or her.
Would you
How do you find them?
want to be the Avatar? I don't know if I'd want that. It's a lot of responsibility.
Yeah, I agree. I don't like responsibility, but it's also like a chance to. It'll be a good chance for like the air nomads to kind of show the way in terms of, a bit more harmony with. I mean, being a waterbender, with all the relationship with spirits. I feel like a lot of the world and a lot of the progress has kind of forgotten that we don't need possessions and the life of a nomad is a sustainable way.
But the air nomads used to travel a lot more, right? Like I remember my grandfather telling me that he used to see air nomads coming out from. I mean, that's why they were called nomads, like coming out from the temples. But recently, I don't know. It seems like I haven't seen many traveling air nomads around anymore. People coming on the back of flying bison, sharing news and working as the communications between the nations. I don't know. Not since before Avatar Roku. Not in my lifetime, certainly.
I think in the last generation we've been stuck a bit more in a political game, which I don't understand. I don't understand politics. I don't know why people can't just all be friends. But I think there's been a lot more. Yeah, I think the feeling I get is that there's a lot more rules and regulations on us just traveling around and buying cabbages and eating cabbages and selling cabbages.
It's weird to be so sort of spot on about cabbages. What's going on there?
Oh no, we just love our cabbages. Cabbages are good, full of nutrients. Yep, and hydration.
It's very
As a waterbender, I'm
specific.
sure you'd appreciate that.
Yeah,
He's up here.
sure.
Except the dehydrated cabbages, that doesn't have any moisture. So I think it'd be really cool to be the avatar and just bring peace and balance and lead the way.
I mean, look, good on you. I don't know if that'd be the life for me. What about the rest of you? What would you do if you were the Avatar? Aquila? I guess I shouldn't really tell you about accepting responsibility. You've had responsibility thrust on you with this seer job, the role of a seer.
I think being seer is just enough for me. It's enough to deal with.
But it'd be cool to be able to do all the different types of bending, though. I have to say that. Sometimes I find water bending. Look, there's a lot you can do, but it's a bit restrictive, right?
Any type of bending would be great.
In a way.
Yeah, that's fair. Sorry, Shurva.
I think you just gotta be a bit more creative.
Your bending's improved quite a lot recently, Aquila. I meant to say before, when you were moving the raft back, I don't know, no offense or anything, but I remember you always struggled a bit when you were younger. It seems like you've really improved.
You learn as you grow old.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know, I'm practicing every day. We've learned about all the spirits and stuff, and I feel like learning about the spirits has definitely helped develop my powers.
Really? I wouldn't have guessed that. Huh. There you go.
They're related, aren't they?
I mean, look, maybe it's different in the Southern Tribe. We didn't talk too much about the relationship between spirits and bending. It was much more practical, right? Like, if I needed to learn how to do something, I was taught how to do it, not why I was doing it or how it happens. I was taught what to do.
Yeah, but our bending comes from the spirits.
Does it?
That's where it come from.
That's what we were told in the Endermans. But what were you told, Mako?
Fire go boom.
Actually, Mako, you would have been told that your bending comes from a very special bloodline that can be traced all the way back to like the founding of the Fire Nation, and that your family special benders, and your special Mako would have been what you're told.
Yeah. It's in our blood.
So special.
Yeah. So special. Yeah.
So
I mean,
Mako, what were you told?
That firebending is just who we are. It's in our blood.
I have the wrong blood.
Yeah, but that's fine.
in Mako's mind, I think he just said peasant blood, but then didn't say it.
Listen, maybe.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's just who we are. It's in our blood. And that's all there is to it.
We were thought it's connected with the spirits. What were you in the coal mines wrong?
Rock go boom.
Pretty much, yeah. It's just you feel it in the earth, you know, like when you get really dirty, you feel it over your skin, kind of like that, but nice. It's just
Rung, you definitely would have been taught that it was taught to earthbenders by the badger moles. Like they were the original benders. Earthbenders learnt from the badger moles.
That's why we hate them.
You don't hate badger moles.
Badger moles. Okay, it's just that one badger mole.
Rung might personally hate badger moles, but you know that generally they're quite revered. Like they are the royal, the symbol of the royal family is the two badger moles clutching the large coin. I mean, Earth Kingdom citizens generally love badger moles. I'm just gonna come right out and say it.
Yeah. Well, everyone else loves badger moles.
Yeah.
Not so much me. But yeah. It would be cool to be the Avatar though. Like you could easily get your fish by being a waterbender, and you can make a nice fire pit as an earthbender. You cook it as a firebender, and then put it as an airbender. I mean, what more could you want?
Are you summarizing firebending as cooking?
Yeah, basically. Yeah, you're just like a stove, but with legs.
Portable stove.
An angry stove. You can heat things. You don't have to cook things. You can just warm things up. You know, like the last soup from last night. You can warm it up. You don't have to cook it.
Cool. Mm-hmm.
I'll
keep that in mind next time.
For context, Mako, you've been told that your firebending is a sacred right.
Yeah.
So use it on something like cooking. It's an insult to your ancestors.
Yeah.
That's what the help is for.
I'll make sure to cook up something real nice. Make
Shit.
it real nice and crispy.
Sounds like a
Please
threat.
not the Northern Water Tribe.
No, they haven't done anything.
Like,
It's
well,
fine.
what do you do if you gotta cook a food if your fire's sacred? Like, does everyone else just use a match?
We get like a lighter.
It'd be so much easier. Just use your fire.
When is it-
You had people for that, Mako, growing up.
That's what we have our house servants for.
Are they firebenders?
No.
Oh, so like Shurva.
But she's cool.
So, Shurva, how about
That's
you
like going any moment.
He's a great
and
companion.
Heaney,
Very
we
relaxing.
leave all the guys at the North Pole and the three of us head back to the North Pole without them. We make them walk, yeah?
Yeah,
I don't-
honestly.
I don't mind Aquila. He can come.
Yeah, Aquila's okay. He can come.
Yes. Yeah,
Three
okay, I
of
guess
them
you're
left.
invited. The
Three
three
of
of you
them
are
left.
staying.
Three of them
basically one
left.
of the
How
girls.
many will return?
I
None of you.
so like
I'll have
lean over towards Oki and they called you Aang. I'll and ask, like, obviously, like, you guys have been taught a lot or like know a lot about the like the spirits and stuff. Did you ever get taught stuff about like the spirit world and all that sort of stuff as well?
We were taught that we could make contact with the spirit world with meditating, but I never been able to do it. But I was close once, and then I fell asleep. But I was very close.
And the set that you dreamt that you did do it, and actually that is how it's one of the things you needed to accomplish to get your airbending mastery, to get your tattoos. Only you know you haven't actually been there.
But yeah, a lot of the monks can do it just with silence and meditation.
And a lot
That's
of
impressive.
rancid yak milk as well.
It's not rancid; it's fermented.
Yeah, sorry.
It's very
It's
stinky.
ripened. But yeah, okay, you would have been told a little bit about the spirit world. You would have been told that long ago the spirit worlds and the human worlds were connected. People could travel freely through the North Pole and the South Pole, the two gateways between the worlds. But long ago that was sealed, and the spirits are now contained within their own world, and the humans are now contained within this world. Probably would be the extent of what you were told. You would know this as well, definitely. I'd say Mako would also know this. Shurva would know this. Rung, questionable, probably not, to be honest.
I mean, it'd
Sorry,
be pretty
Rung.
cool if we could walk through and,
No, I didn't pay attention much.
end up at the South Pole. Leave all this stuff behind us for a little bit.
We
If
have-
you could walk into the spirit world,
Yeah.
that would
I
be
mean,
pretty
you
cool.
know, same as the old stories, how they were gateways. And, you know, maybe they just need a key. And, you know, I guess both seas in the same place. Maybe that could be a key in a way.
If we stayed in the library long enough, we probably would have ended in the spirit world.
If we'd stayed in the library long enough, we probably would have suffocated in a little sand.
I don't think that's a way to the spirit world. I think that's a way to another world.
No, that's the spirit world. We go there with spirits.
Yeah, but you're not coming back from that one.
Yeah, because you're dead.
Yeah, and if we didn't, the owl who knows 10,000 things would have killed us. Wan Shi Tong.
Yeah.
Yep, he was pretty angry with us by the time we left.
I have heard stories that two-seers can like connect with the spirit world.
If we can, do you reckon we can talk to the whale spirit into not killing the world? Because of my persuasion?
Maybe. I mean, there's only one way to find out.
And I think this was one of the sites that we had to visit to calm the spirits down as well. I think.
Need blood.
I think was it 5 spots, 4 spots, 7 spots? I can't remember.
4, right?
4.
Yeah, one in each nation. That's correct. That's right. So while we're here, you know, it's worth a try. It might be the North Pole. Seems like a
Blood for the blood
spiritual
god.
place.
Master is going to kill us.
Or praise us if we pull this off. Or he just never needs to know.
Or if we fail and we die, he will
Worst-
find our corpses.
Worst case
again.
scenario, we all die, including me, and then everything gets set back in time.
He's already said that killing you won't fix anything.
Yeah.
Eh,
Done is done.
We don't
Won't
know that for
fix
sure.
anything.
Stuck together.
We don't know that for sure.
Maybe we should kill me just to be sure.
I appreciate the tenacity.
It's the ultimate avoidance. Yeah, look, I'm just not even gonna live anymore.
And plus,
It's
you
the
know,
only way.
most
No, it's
years-
definitely not.
Who's to say it won't set off on a 100-year war? I mean, you know, bunch of the kids of the all the diplomats and both seers.
That's such a long war. Why would it ever last that long?
Angry ass spirits.
Yeah, maybe there'd be a stalemate between all 4 nations, and
Yeah, like,
and
just all come together, work together, you know.
Or one of them kills everyone else, one or the other.
the whole nation.
one
That's a lot of
Oh,
people.
that's a, like 1 nation versus like 3 nations. That's a lot of effort.
I mean, the Water Nation would be pretty pissed if, you know, the Fire Nation's kid set off a war with the spirits that ended up killing everyone. Like,
So
I
you saying
don't
the
know.
Water Nation's gonna attack everyone?
Maybe. What's stopping them?
What a
Like, we've-
what a terrible
okay.
invasion that'd be. Oh no, I'm surrounded by land and no water. Ah.
To be honest, I think the southern tribe's in a bit of trouble. I mean, not to give away like military secrets or stuff, but I mean, they're not in a great
Cover your ears.
position. They're not in a
Just
great
writing down on
position
a pen
right
and
now.
paper.
I mean,
Mhm.
a lot of the old walls haven't been repaired or maintained properly. It wouldn't take much to. I mean, a
Okay.
prolonged siege would be enough to really weaken the Southern Water Tribe. It wouldn't take a
It's
lot.
surrounded by like a week's worth of sailing on all sides and Antarctic waters. I mean, who would even? I mean, no offense, but I mean, who would even do the trip other than other water benders?
Well, the Northern Water Tribes had ideas about their rebellious southern cousins for a long time. Like you hear about stories and people talking all the time. I know a number of the council members in the Northern Water Tribe want to bring the Southern Tribe back under their control.
Oh, infighting.
I've been talking about it for years.
We've been talking about it for years, in the sense that, you know, your old grandpa that talks about a lot of really antiquated ideas that really aren't gonna happen. I mean, I always sort of put it in that kind of camp.
I don't know. It seems like it's gotten a bit more vocal recently. I don't know. You guys must have sensed it, right? Like, everything seems tense. Everyone seems on edge. All the older people, anyway.
I
don't know.
They're old.
Something feels different this time.
I blame Mako.
That definitely wasn't me. It was way before I did anything.
Well, I think it's
Um,
because the Avatar's gone. Like, Roku died only recently. And the new Avatar's just going to be a baby. I mean, he's not going to be able to do, or she's not going to be able to do anything for
Nothing
like-
to do with.
15, 16 years.
That's a long time.
That's a long
Like
time.
100.
And
Take
what if it's
100.
longer? What if it's longer than that?
But
That's
like,
what I mean.
Nothing to do with the fact that the Earth Kingdom's also infighting at the moment, and like
Yeah, we heard about
Fire
that. There's
Nation
been
are
some.
attacking the Earth Nation.
the Fire
Wait,
Nation.
the Fire Nation are attacking the Earth Nation. What?
No,
I
they're
hadn't
not.
heard that.
They're sort of like they were protesting because like of the attack that happened at the meeting. You know how it is.
Yeah, see what I mean? Like a peace summit being attacked by a rogue group of Earth Nation extremists. Like, what's that about? That's not normal. None of that would have happened if Roku was still here.
Well, the peace summit wouldn't have happened if Roku was still here.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
Roku didn't also solve literally every single one of the world's problems. I mean, yeah, he did a lot of the more bouncy kind of stuff, but, you know, people always been as people have always done. I mean, with or without the Avatar, it's they kind of, you know, will create their own problems, and, you know, for the most part, they
He
solve
sort of just
their
delayed it
problems.
Yeah,
because this was
Look,
always going to happen. I
you might
guess.
be right.
So we just let this happen.
Let's
No.
get to the North Pole.
What happened?
People be people, obviously.
What can I roll to like
Yeah.
Push me off the boat.
learn what I
Yeah.
know about two seers potentially opening
Opening
like
the portal.
opening the portal to like a spirit world.
You don't need to roll anything. You've
Okay.
been told how to do this
Okay, cool.
in great detail. All it would need is each of you to stand on either side of the spirit portal and then slowly walking in a clockwise direction around, each of you walking in the same direction, focusing your waterbending to form two spirals to slowly pull apart the barrier, blocking the spirit portal.
Okay.
And you'd be able to make a doorway. It wouldn't fully open it, but a doorway that you could slip through, or something could
Cool.
slip through.
Cool. I said to Oki, I said, do you know how to make a big spiral?
Yeah, it's what
Same
you
thing
were
what we did
practicing.
with the foxy dude before Mako hit him
Yeah.
with the Bible.
I
Should
solemnly
we-
swear not to destroy this one.
maybe we can practice when we get there.
Yeah, we'll practice on
Again?
Mako.
Yeah, I'm
good.
down for that.
I mean, we've come all the way out here. What else are we gonna do?
Might as well try, and then maybe you guys can beg forgiveness.
Mako, do you have your hands and knees ready?
He's got everything ready, not just his hands and knees.
For what? Well, what would I need my hands and knees for? I'm just gonna be standing there talking to it.
And blood.
Yeah, it needs a bit of blood. That'll be fine.
What?
Oh, true. The blood.
Blood
Will
for
the
the
blood
blood
go
god.
on the outside of the portal or the inside?
We can try both.
Figure it
I've
out.
got enough blood.
Just put it everywhere.
It's pretty
Why
special
does-
here.
Why do you need Marco's blood?
Isn't
Red
what-
Cross.
To summon
we
the
heard?
spirits that we need to appease, right? That's what we need it for.
The
That's
old
what it-
man said we
Yes.
needed to give blood. The blood
The
god.
corn.
It's very
Blood for
true.
the blood gods, blood for the blood gods.
Just very curious how bloodthirsty you
were.
were, how bloodthirsty you guys are all so quickly. Like, oh, then we need Marco's blood. Yeah, we'll just get that out. Really was enjoying that, how quickly you guys.
Everywhere.
We offered to put it in a
all
jar
of it.
and just get rid of him, but that was
But then we
apparently
told
not
us-
enough.
Needs to
The
be fresh.
sacrifice
Has
was
to be fresh.
important.
You
Yeah.
need
And it
fresh
has to be
sources.
voluntary as well, is what you remember.
Blood for the
Yeah.
blood god.
Marcus
Blood
needs
for
to be
the blood
Like
god.
Mad Max. Give me my blood bag.
Yeah, that's
Picking
it.
him out in the car.
Random question. Did
Yes.
anything this is going way back. Did anything ever come out of the spirit weapon that the general had?
You've got no idea.
Okay, cool.
You don't know.
Cool, that's just a loose cannon out there, I guess.
You just left him with it.
Ah.
General Zhao still has that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oops. Is that where you had the first meeting with him in a big car?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Oops.
I know you guys
That's
forgot about that.
different
Don't worry. I've made notes.
I'm
Different
impressed you
timeline.
remembered.
Look, I was going through my notes and I'm like, I remember talking about this. Did anything ever happen about it? I'm like,
Yeah, it was
I
a
look-
large chunk of carved wood. Carved
yeah,
with
from the
symbols.
from the lion turtle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like it
Whoops.
looks like the carved wood or maybe a chunk of shell potentially. Now that you say that in your mind, Marco, you go, oh, it could have been from the shell of a lion turtle. Totally could have been.
Let's just not bring this up ever again. Let's just.
So does
just-
the blood
yeah,
get
just
spilled on
like-
the outside or the inside of the portal?
We can do both. I've got two hands. We can do one card in, one card out.
I was thinking about the inner arm. I mean, just what if they want like a lot of blood?
Well, then no, we can only a little bit. We said they need a little bit.
If you and me are successful, Oki, we will not need blood.
But what's the
I
harm?
think the spirits demand it, don't we? I mean, they
I was
want.
told they
Yeah.
demand the blood.
Yeah.
They need blood.
They want
The
the-
only reason we bring this guy around anywhere anymore.
I think otherwise,
Like,
it would burn
if you
up
don't need me, I
blood.
could go home.
I was hoping a spirit
No.
would just tell us what they need once we open the gate.
Honestly,
More blood.
Blood for the blood god.
So
skull, skull throne.
how far are we now?
a stray
You're Jesus.
I want
You're,
a shrubbery.
I think they're
you're
gonna,
only about 20 minutes away. You can sort of see the forest
yeah,
rising.
Bird.
I think we got to get there quick before he loses his blood before we get in there. He's gonna start cutting himself now.
As the sleigh passes through the edge of the petrified forest, you can see as you get in, the trees begin to come alive. The temperature warms up quite quickly, and then you suddenly find yourself in a forest around a massive lake. And right on the very shore of the lake is a giant dome of energy swirling and crackling. And the lake itself behind is warm, not frozen. Around you, the ice caps, the large snow drifts form mountains, but around here, the temperature's warm. There's a forest growing. Something feels very off about this place. Immediately, all of you feel this feeling of almost like you're somewhere you shouldn't be. Feeling that eyes are watching you unseen.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Are we already
Who's here?
in the spirit world?
No, but you would know, Aquila, that the edges of the portal, the spirit world has already bled through a bit, and this area is part of the spirit world that has bled through into the human world, into the material plane.
I'm sorry for what I did.
I don't know if they can hear you from here.
Oh well, worth a shot.
Tried the blood.
We tried. Let's go home.
I mean, to be fair, if the spirits don't kill us, Master probably will.
Ahini sort of pulls the polar bear dogs off towards the side and ties their halters onto one of the trees, and then jumps off the the sleigh and looks around. Something feels wrong, guys. I've been here before. It's making the hair stand up on the back of my neck. I've not felt this before.
Is it because of the fox that no one murdered?
Oh, it's because it's cold. Pretty cold.
Feels bigger than that. It feels a lot bigger than that.
So the time-altering
I guess-
event then.
Maybe the
It's
white
not whale. Maybe sized.
The time-altering event? Yeah, cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
I don't know. It's weird. I might stay near the sleigh, guys. To be honest,
Keep it up here because
I think
we can
that's a good
backwards.
idea. If everything goes bad, then you can get everything ready.
I just
yeah.
And
For
tell the
us.
tale
I'm
of what
Shurva.
happened here.
Ahini,
I
if
can-
shit hits the fan, you get in that sleigh and you go. You leave us here.
Absolutely
Make
not.
our way
I will
back.
get in the sleigh and I will come closer to you so you can get on the sleigh, and then I will go.
I like that idea better.
That sounds good. Yeah.
what if we're in the portal though? If we go through.
We
the
can
portal,
all
we-
die together. I
We're
appreciate
not
your
all
sentimental.
martyrs here.
Seers in training, do what you gotta do. This place gives you the willies. Something feels weird.
All right. Shall we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Aquila, as you lead Oki up towards the edge of the spirit portal, you can see this dome of energy sort of moving and swirling around. Outside of the swirling vortex is this sort of beautiful azure blue. Inside, this dark red, almost like a storm moving inside against the current of the vortex. While the outside swirls clockwise, the inside swirls anti-clockwise and crackles with this strange energy, dark against the inside of the dome. Aquila, as you approach, a voice speaks out from inside.
Good. You have brought the seer and the sacrifice. Very well done.
Knew it.
What was that?
Excuse me.
Oki, only you and Aquila hear this. Only you two are close enough.
Yella.
Okay. Okay. No one else.
Papa.
No one else is in earshot, right?
No, it's just you two have moved up.
Okay.
Al's finding a place to meditate. I can see in the chat. Shurva, Mako, and Rung. I'm assuming you don't just approach the massive swirling vortex of energy with Aquila and Oki as they do. Yeah. So only. Yeah. Sorry, Mako.
I'd probably go towards the water.
Okay. Yeah. Go towards the lake. I guess then Shurva. You staying close to Mako still? Yeah. So the water of the lake is crystal clear and smooth. Not a ripple moves across its surface. We'll jump back to you in a minute. We'll stay with Oki and Aquila for the moment. Yeah, please.
It's only sacrifice if everything goes poorly. However, I've been assured that you and me can do this together, and nothing.
Who has assured you?
I have been talking, listening, conversing with something something from the other side.
Okay,
And you don't know who that is.
Okay, you watch as the snow in front of you and Aquila, where you're standing, a depression forms in it, and a pattern, this swirling mass of shadow, rises up, forming this depression in the snow.
You prattle on too long. Start the ritual, Aquila.
Well, come on.
Aquila, this ritual takes two. And can Oki sort of turn to that depression in the snow and be like,
Yeah.
can I at least know who we're talking to and what you stand to gain?
I am Yavu, seer. And you need my help, as I need yours.
Do you want out?
Yes.
What will happen if there are 3 seers?
There cannot be 3 seers.
So which one of us is staying on the other side?
None of you. I am no seer.
You just said you were a seer.
No, he said he was Yavu,
Yavu,
seer.
young seer.
Oh.
Talking to you. Yeah, I am Yavu, comma, young seer.
Oh, that damn Oxford comma.
Oxford comma.
Every time. And Yavu, what do you seek to gain by coming through the other side?
My freedom.
To elaborate?
Oki,
Yes?
if you wish to become more involved, more extreme in your waterbending, Yavu can help.
He speaks the truth.
Yavu has been training me on the side, which is why I've become
so quickly.
so amazing. And you also could be.
Yavu, what is your opinion on the spirit whale?
Sea Wong's spirit has caused much imbalance in your world and mine.
That's not an opinion, that is a fact.
I only deal in facts.
Then fact. If you come through to the other side, into the human world, will you bring chaos, balance, or peace?
There is no answer.
You only
You're
gave
not-
limited options.
What other options are there?
Chaos.
And she said chaos.
Order. I will bring order.
Oh.
It's funny, there are other people that have promised order in this world, but it's not going so well for anyone at the moment.
It's often how men speak of order, yet so chaos. Spirits are not the same. I have lived for a long time, young seer. I have seen and done much. Come. Open the portal and allow me access through. And we may
Specifically-
yet still save your friends and your world.
And should you come through and it turns out that you're a worse fate than what we seek to avoid,
You have fractured time with your foolishness and naivety. You will allow me entry, or I will wait for the cracks to grow so large I can enter myself. But by then, it will likely be too late.
Aquila,
Mm-hmm.
you told the master about these trainings and conversations.
Not the conversations. I did mention that I've been training a lot more.
With someone?
I may
I
have
asked
forgotten to
him not
bring
to
that
speak of
part
it.
up.
So
I asked him
you
not to speak.
you wish to remain anonymous and not tell the master, and you're unsure on why I'm cautious?
Tarnak is an old man who thinks he knows much. He is a cup that is already full. What use have I of a vessel that has no room for knowledge? Aquila
you
was
who
a
are
much
older?
more appropriate vessel.
I assume you, as a vessel, using the same analogy, you see yourself as an infinite cup, or is your cup limited as well? And given that your age and you're older, is your cup also full? Are you on not different to the master?
I am no mortal. I am a spirit. Rules do not apply. Different rules. Come.
Yeah.
We have
I
wasted
think
enough
this is-
time. Take the blood
Sorry.
of he who
I
made the
think we should
wish.
start. I think we should start.
If she resists much longer, Aquila, take control of the situation. The blood of he who made the wish. Fetch it.
Okay, look. It's either we do it, or I do it myself.
You do it yourself with the blood that needs to be given willingly. You will take it by force.
It needs to be given willingly to appease spirits. I have a different use in mind. Willingness is not a factor. Sorry, his compliance is not a factor.
You hope to gain.
Power.
Very honest.
What else do
Mega
you want?
honest. Really respect it. No. I really respect the honesty.
I just want to be the best seer that the Northern Tribe has had, and I want to be able to protect us in case something happens.
I want to be the very best. No one
Hey,
ever was.
sorry, Owen, quick DM question because my memory isn't great. Who was it that suggested that we go to the Northern the North Pole?
He's raised his hand. For podcast listeners, Al raised his hand slowly.
Yeah, I got really excited.
Are you saying who suggested that you go to the Northern Water Tribe to learn from the spirits?
No, that we went to the North Pole. Like, who suggested that we take the sleds and go to the North Pole / walk?
You would know that was Al and Aquila.
Okay, sorry, but oh my god, I forgot their name.
Ahini
Ahini
mentioned.
brought up
She
the
did,
North
yes.
Pole.
Yes, she did.
Yep.
Yep.
And I'll jump straight on it, and then I think Aquila.
And then I said we can go check it out if you want.
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah. He played it real cool. He played it so cool. You guys just took him there.
Gila, the leopard shark that you were present for.
Yep.
Were you more involved with that than perhaps has been let on?
Look, we're running out of time. I think we can do this, and I will answer all your questions afterwards.
I think with that, Oki is going to try and force an ice wall between Aquila and Mako. Like, she's going to literally try and block him off as much as she physically can. Like, sealing the others on the other side.
Okay. So the other four of you, we're gonna go backwards in time because this conversation's taking a bit of time. The other four of you, Archie's just disappearing off screen. What's wrong, buddy? What's up?
Nothing.
Where you going?
I dropped something.
I dropped a contact lens.
Coming back the next episode?
I seem to have lost this knife that I was busy
He
just jamming right
survived
into
that
your nuts.
long.
Sorry, I forgot to put the knife in your back.
Yeah, just looking for it. It's out here somewhere. I've got enough for each of you, don't worry.
Stab yourself with a screwdriver, now it's time to stab someone else.
So, Mako and Shurva, as you head down towards the lake, the water, is perfectly still. Not a single ripple or movement. Mako, for a moment, out of a corner of your eye, you think you catch the reflection of something in the water, and then as you sort of look closer, there's nothing there, but it looks like there was a reflection of something flying above, and as you look up, you can see the northern lights rippling and dancing above you. For podcast listeners, Ali's getting quite passionate in the background, saying, I told you so, I told you so. I'm assuming she's saying puppets are creepy and I told you so?
Yeah, I'm gonna kill you.
Oh, okay. Jesus.
She wrote in the chat, I told you I would have revenge.
Okay. Well, this is going to be fun. Shurva and Mako, you hear Oki and Aquila having a conversation, and you sort of catch out of the corner of your hearing like a third voice talking occasionally, like this much deeper voice, but the wind is sort of snatching it away before you can hear too much more. And then suddenly Oki throws up a wall of ice, separating you from her and Aquila. You guys are roughly sort of like 30, 40 meters away at this point down at the ocean, down at the lakeside beach. And then basically about 5-10 meters away from Oki, an ice wall springs up, blocking them from view. You now cannot see them or part of the spirit portal as Oki just rises up this ice. Actually, Oki, could I get you to roll me with passion, please? Just to see how big and how effective this ice wall is.
Yeah, passion.
Passion. 9. Yeah, it's a decent ice wall. Rung and Al, you were sort of meditating. You find it very hard to settle your mind in this place. Almost like you can hear whispers at the edge of your hearing. And you find it very hard to find that calm center to draw yourself in. Rung, what are you doing while this is going on?
I've been testing out to see if there's still any earth around here, or if it's still just crappy ice I can't touch.
Yeah, no. Crappy ice you can't touch. Although, I will say, some of the trees which are petrified are stone now.
Rung's just bored, just kicking around, just there, like him and Chirpy, talking to Arl. He's like, place sucks, can't earthbend anything. And he's just flicking his arms around, just sees like a log roll. It's like...
That's one of the reasons you struggle to meditate, is everyone continues to talk to you the whole time.
Yes.
You find it quite difficult to focus, to find the grounding and focus you need. Because every time you try, he's just in your ear talking. All of a sudden, behind you, you see Oki throw up this ice wall. We're now going to jump into a pseudo-initiative. So we're not quite going to be in the full combat, but I am going to start controlling moves and having people take turns just to maintain, because I think we're at a stage where potentially some things may occur.
What?
I know. Oki, as you throw up the ice wall, the voice of Yavu speaks up from the ground.
Young seer, please stop and think. You are making an illogical decision. This is what is best for you and your people. Your world is on the brink of chaos. I can prevent it.
Or do you want to control it?
Do not want control, I want order. That is what I have taught my apprentice here, Aquila.
Which is neither peace nor balance, which is what the world has always sought.
When the pendulum swings too far one way, the only way to correct is to push it the other. That is how balance is achieved. Balance alone is stagnation. It's the movement between those that is required.
Well, forgive me if I don't believe you, but, everything's not right at the moment, and this is just wrong. I mean, we've been lured here.
Lured is a strong word. Okay.
That's a bit of gaslighting. It's not quite true. You've been lured here by Arl, not by Archie. Not by Aquila.
Trying to find peace.
I suggested, and I said, if you want.
Okay. Aquila, maybe then there's a spirit that you've neglected to tell anybody about that now wants us to open up a door in the spirit realm, which is not quite actually what we were told we needed to do. Is it not?
Well. From what I've heard from you guys is you would have needed to open the spirit world, or at least be here to spill Mako's blood in all 4 of the portals to the spirit world.
Yeah,
So-
all the nexus, the places of greatest connection.
So, really, 2 birds, 1 stone.
And you don't have a problem with the spirit deciding that he can take the blood that was said needed to be given willingly, say that it is of no consequence to him and that it doesn't matter.
But we don't have to give him the blood.
I think it's quite incidental, don't you think?
Nah.
Really?
Aquila, take control of this situation now.
I sent you a message
Oh, did you?
really
Apologies.
quick. If you can just answer.
I love that. That was just actual conversation between them.
Aquila,
Yeah.
I sent you a DM. Aquila, the answer to your question is no.
Okay, so cool. Cool. Can I try and take control of
Of course
the
you can.
situation?
Of course you can. Oki, as Aquila raises his hands, suddenly you feel your body go stiff as your limbs are no longer under your control. Ali's getting passionate about this.
Full moon!
It's not a full moon. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
I'll put them down.
He's the real puppet master.
He is a atypical bloodbender, not just a waterbender in a full moon. He is a natural bloodbender. Aquila, could I please have you roll with harmony?
No.
Why? I want you to. 9. For the moment, you can only control Oki's actions.
Mm-hmm.
On your next roll, I'll get you to roll with harmony again, and we'll see if you can try and control someone else as well. With that, you guys watch as. Actually, I think we should probably jump over to Shurva and Mako. Shurva and Mako, you see this ice wall spring up between you. You don't see anything else after that point. Talk me through what your thoughts would be. What would you be doing?
Does it look thick?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, yeah, yes, it does a little bit. Yeah.
Damn.
What is this?
What is what?
What are you doing? Why are you doing this? Why are you being weird? Can you just? Why do you have to be like this?
God, it's thick with 3 C's. Come on.
Disappointing. Yeah. What do you think? What occurs to you? What's your?
I feel like that would signify that something terribly wrong has happened.
Or everything's going well.
No, that's definitely not going well.
It's working.
I would try to get around or over the wall.
Okay. Perfect. Aquila, as you take control of Oki, around the corner, Mako pokes his head around the corner, basically, like just coming right where you need him.
Perfect.
Just comes around the corner. Mako, you see Oki standing in this weird position, arms sort of raised up above each other, held in place and not moving, eyes wide. Yes, Oki, you can still talk if you were wondering.
Can she just yell, fucking
Nope, okay,
wrong?
bye. And then I just turn my head, I just poke my head, I'm like, that does not look right. Bye.
Mako, we need your help.
Nope.
Oki screams out, "Run!" All of you hear this. I'm now going to put us in turn orders. So, what I need to know as we move into turn orders. Let me just quickly put on some slightly more appropriate music too. Something a bit darker, something a bit more.
I changed my life.
This one's called Imminent Threat. I think that sounds appropriate.
Oh, I don't know about
There we go.
that.
Well, we haven't actually established if Yavu's a threat yet. But...
Or me.
You'll be too busy fighting your friends. As he puppet masters. Sorry, I don't know what that was. So what I'm going to get you guys to do is to pick one of the 3 different approaches. So let me know which approach you're going to be making, and then we're going to move in that. Now remember, as part of your approaches, you can still do normal moves. You don't have to be doing one of the combat maneuvers. You can still do normal moves. So my question is, let's start with Shurva. Shurva. What type of approach are you taking? Defend and maneuver, advance and attack, or evade and observe? Well, this is
Evade
good.
and
This is good
observe.
music. Evade and observe.
It's pretty good.
This is good. Marco.
Evade and observe, because I'm guessing that's just run away.
It has the option to run away.
Yep.
Oki.
Defense response.
You can't even move. I don't know about that.
Oki, yeah. Let me know what move you're taking in case he loses control of you, but advance and attack.
No, still defend and response. If he loses control, she's going to throw up more walls and try and block them off even
Impede.
more.
Yeah, absolutely. Aquila, our lovely puppet master.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Would I be doing advanced attack?
So what you would be doing here, what your move would be, this is very intense music, I'm going to turn it down just a touch. What you would be doing if you're still working towards your goal, which I assume you are at this point, all you need to do is an evade and observe. That falls under evasion and observe. Oh, sorry, no, sorry. It'd be defend and maneuver. You're doing a maneuver specifically, so it's defend and maneuver. This music's actually a bit too intense. I might switch to something a bit less intense. This is just a lot.
I'm not the BBEG. All right.
I know. I'm aware that this is super intense music. I'll turn it down just a touch.
That's playing like Mario in like Dunk City, just like nice and happy.
I'll put on the Rainbow Road theme. Here we go. This is a bit better. This is just more sinister. Rung. I would say at this point, as Oki screams out "run" and is not moving, you get the sense something's wrong. Something's wrong.
She's like, oh, she said Rung. Rung, she needs us. Oh!
Oh, amazing.
Are we getting up there to fight it? We punching a spirit again? Yeah, he runs in. He doesn't need an answer.
So that's, I'm going to say defend and maneuver as you rush in.
His position.
Oh, advance and attack. Yeah. Up to you. I'd say, because you got to see which one it is, but yeah. Yeah, seizing a position falls under, give me a moment, that is under a defend and maneuver. Seize a position is defend and maneuver.
Didn't get like
and I'll.
Yeah. Oh, I'm reading the wrong one.
That'll do it. What would you like to do? For those of you who have the full version, you're looking at page 155. Yep, if that helps.
There's also specific moves for each
playbook as well. Yep.
No, for each bending type.
Yes, there are. These are new as well. I haven't gone through these yet with you.
I would like to try something different, but it starts with evade and observe.
Okay, perfect, Mundo. Alrighty, so the defender maneuvers go first. Oki, unfortunately, he has not lost control with defender maneuver, so you are not moving on your own. The other defender maneuver... You can still talk. Yeah, you can still talk.
She's just going to say, get on the sleigh and go.
Oh, okay. You hear Oki scream that out. We then move to Aquila. Aquila, you begin moving. Oki, your body rises slightly above the snow and starts moving backwards as Aquila moves away from you, pushing you back, and then begins moving in a very similar swirling pattern and your arms begin doing the same. 2 sets of spiral waterbending begins moving up on either side of the portal before joining in the center as Aquila and Oki begin moving around the outside, doing this the waterbending maneuver to start opening up the portal. Rung, you're next in the defender maneuver. Would you like to please roll for me? Could you please roll with a... Give me a moment. Yes, please.
Focus.
Focus for defender maneuver. 10. You may pick
10.
2. So
All
seize a
right, so when I
position,
pick-
you can absolutely do.
Yep, seize the position, and then I get to choose another one from basic defender maneuvers.
Yep, exactly right. Or from your basic moves as well.
Yep. I'll choose 2 ready as well.
Okay, so Rung rushes into position, rushing through the snow, pushing up. You come around the side and you see Oki beginning to waterbend along with Aquila as they begin moving and creating these helixes of water. Oki is still screaming out, "Get to the sleigh, get out of here!"
We're nearly done.
Just a moment, please. I'll be with you in a minute, sir. And then,
Does
yeah,
Loki
you
look
ready
like
yourself.
a marionette in front of me?
Yeah, I'm just gonna flat out say yeah, she does. she's moving very unnaturally, and her feet are dragging in the snow. She's not walking. She's like being dragged behind by this.
It's hard to move a puppet's legs, okay?
It is.
Yeah, Oki, not gonna do that. Not gonna do that at all. No, Chirpy ain't gonna let that happen.
I'm really
You haven't
sorry,
got
Ali,
this.
that you are the one on the receiving end of the puppet stuff, given you have a puppet phobia. Sorry about that. I didn't know about this when Archie and I spoke about this.
Well, she is now a puppet, so it's fine.
At least it's not leeches. Because if it was like
Oh,
puppets
shit.
with leeches, that would be pretty good.
So we
Fuck.
not doing the other
We should
part?
probably cut that bit, Archie.
Delete spirit.
All the mouths open up and begin like vomiting leeches as the puppets
Uh,
land on your
I
body,
would
begin like
probably actually
vomiting.
run, to be honest.
But you
Alright,
can't.
stream's
You're
off.
a
Bye.
puppet now.
I'm a puppet.
You're a puppet. Okay, so do we have any advance and attackers? Shurva, Mako, what were you two doing again? You were evading and observing, weren't you? Everyone else is evading and observing. Okay, so let's do Shurva first. Shurva, you're evade and observe. Would you like to roll for me with, I believe it's
harmony or
harmony? Yeah,
creativity?
harmony or creativity.
Harmony, yeah, is that right?
I think it is
Zero.
harmony or creativity.
I remember. Yeah.
3. I'm sorry, Shurva. This ice wall that Oki has put up is blocking any attempt to see. And you spend your entire turn just moving up so that you can see past it. Yeah, just running along to sort of see. As Mako has foolishly run up to this thing, poked his head around, gone, nope, and then pulled his head back and then looked back at you with a look of panic. You're like, fuck. So you rush up and your entire move is just getting to Mako, making sure he's okay. Mako, would you like to roll me with a harmony or creativity, please? Please and thank you. 5. Mako, as you peer around this ice wall, as you go to pull your hands away, you find that they are partially stuck. The cold of this ice wall
Nice.
has frozen you to it. You spend the entire time just going like, before you pull it off, leaving a little, like, sort of couple of little points of skin that are being pulled off by your move to pull it away. And Al, you were also evading and observing, were you not?
Yes, I
My
am.
little chimkin.
Right?
Let's do this. Let's roll. Did that roll? No, it didn't.
I do. I was worried that by himself, Aquila would have a pretty tough fight, but you guys are rolling shit,
7.
so don't even worry. 7. Al, you can choose one of the evade and observe approaches.
I would like to test balance.
Okay.
Yes.
So when you test balance, you watch your foe, observing how they respond to your movements. You're also talking to them. So please, what do you say?
Okay, so I want to ask what his principle is. So
Yes.
I'm going to ask it by saying, why are you doing this? What do you want? I assume I know what bloodbending is, and I assume I figured out that he's bloodbending. So
You wouldn't know what bloodbending is.
okay,
You'd have no idea what is going on. Oki is acting very strangely. None of you know what bloodbending is. Oki maybe has heard about it, but none of you would know. Bloodbending's a forbidden, unknown technique.
okay. So I guess it's
So it's super cool.
Super cool.
Okay, so I
Only
guess
the
then
coolest
I'd have
boys
to
know.
ask, what are you doing to Oki? What do you want? What are you trying to get out of this?
That was like 50 questions. Just making sure that we get it done.
So the thing about test balance is...
Yeah, so you can find out what his principle is essentially.
Yeah.
So this is over to Aquila. Aquila kind of did answer the question pretty honestly when he said power.
Yeah, but the thing is, I wouldn't have heard that. So I didn't
No,
wanna-
so I guess in this case, Aquila, when Al sort of is pushing to find out what you're doing, why you're doing this, I think probably he's asking on a deeper level than the previous question. You feel like power is not quite enough of an answer. You want to give a bit more of an answer to Al's question, like every bad guy in Avatar, in a kids show.
I just want to be strong enough. I want to be able to protect my northern tribe.
How is doing this going to make you stronger?
Yavu has promised to teach me more. He's already taught me so much that once he gets out, who knows how much more he can teach me, how much more I can learn.
Who's Yavu?
Oh, Yavu's a spirit. He's in the spirit world.
Oh, say less.
I think you need to type !spirit when you get a chance, Bree. We found another one for Mako.
Say less. I'm on board. What's happening?
So I believe that's all I can do with test balance
That is, yeah.
for this round.
No, I think you've got out of that. I think you've got a pretty clear idea that this is coming from a place of great insecurity. Aquila doesn't feel like he's good enough. This is his way of living up to his potential. This is the only way he knows of achieving his goals and living up to the expectations that are upon him. That is what you know. This is good, appropriate, creepy music. It's good. Is that everyone's evade and observes? I think it is. Perfect. At the end of the first round, a small gash appears in the portal, the barrier surrounding the portal, and you watch as the fox spirit that you fought earlier claws its way out of the portal, pulling through insubstantially before long claws crash through the snow as it drags its long, lupine body forwards. As it rears up and roars, its eyes turn towards Mako. Its body, no longer this ghostly blue, is now burning with red flame.
I didn't kill you, buddy.
And that is where we're going to end for tonight.
Nice.
Because I've got a feeling this is going to be longer than just 10, 15 more minutes. We're already at the 2-hour mark. This is going to be a bit longer. This is where we're going to wrap up for tonight. So thank you so much for joining us, everybody. We will be back again next week for the conclusion of this particular module. It's not Vatu. It is not Vatu. His name is Yavu. He is a spirit.
It's very similar to Vatu, but not Vatu.
Well, Vatu's the dark spirit. You haven't asked what type of spirit Yavu is.
A little bitch.
A little bitch? He hasn't said that. You haven't asked him that.
He's so cool.
Nah, I haven't.
Crazy.
He wants,
not
to bring, he wants to bring order.
Yeah, he wants
pretty
order.
cool.
He's the order spirit. No, thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much. Absolute pleasure having you here, as always. I hope you've enjoyed tonight's session. We will be back again next Wednesday for Tyranny of Dragons and Thursday for Avatar Legends. I will probably be doing a stream Saturday morning. I don't know yet what it will be. I might do a little bit of Valhalla. If any of these lovely Good Bunch streamers are around, we might do a bit of Raft or Dead by Daylight or one of the other various games we play. I've also got The Forest on Steam, and I've got a few other people who are keen to play The Forest. That could be fun if anyone's got The Forest. It's also quite
I really
appropriate.
enjoy the forest.
Okay.
You
Archie?
can make YMCA signs out of dead
People's
bodies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have the forest.
You do have it?
I know more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I've been
Let's
waiting to
the-
play that with more people.
Let's do it. Let's do it
I'm
Saturday
not
morning.
playing if Bree's
My
playing.
person I normally
Oh, okay,
play with
fair.
has gone to the army, so
Ugh.
Oh,
RIP Tash.
So they're playing with real bodies. Oh, is Tash in the army? I didn't know that.
yeah.
Yeah,
When's she back?
went into recruits on Monday.
When will we see her again?
Don't know.
Never.
When the army allows.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
when the army says she can.
I had no idea. Oh, good luck, Tash.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. We'll let you know what we're doing on Saturday morning. I'll keep you posted. But yeah, I'd love to do some forest on Saturday morning. That sounds like fun. Until then, though, stay safe, stay well. We'll see you all next time. Goodbye, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.